What's up, fish tank people? Shamu Aquariums here, bringing you the last update of 2019 on my 135-gallon shark tank. As you can see, the rock formation is bigger and better than ever. I did get some new rocks. I got some more bulky, blocky ones, so that way I don't have to get those flat ones and dig them into the gravel and prop them up and carefully place big, heavy ones on there. Now I can just lay down these big blocky ones without burying them into the gravel and then just plank some flat rocks on top of them. It's a lot more stable that way. I should have done it a long time ago. But now I can actually build a bigger rock formation. Like, this looks like a big wall, but it's actually like, it goes all the way from like the back of the tank to the front of the tank. You got caves on top of caves, you got caves inside of caves. And it looks way better. All I need to add is plants. That's really about it. Then I have some wood in the mix because I don't know what to do with those little pieces of driftwood. Also, one thing I'd like to add is also the fact that both of my scats are now dead. It started with the small one dying earlier this month, and then the big one died like a week later. It was kind of sad to see them go because those guys were like the centerpieces of my tank. Especially the big one. He was like the size of a dinner plate. He was like 8.5 inches nose to tail. But then he just died out of nowhere shortly after the small one died. And then I think that's like, those are the only two losses I've had lately. But also the fact that like they weren't in a brackish tank, like, yeah, I knew they weren't gonna last that long, but I didn't get those fish. Like, my dad got those two fish. He likes scats for some reason. I like scats too, but I know better than to put them in a freshwater tank long term. They were only like 3 or 4 years old. They could have lived much longer than that. So hopefully he doesn't just decide to go out and get more, especially with the big bio load we already have in here. Even without the scats in here, it's still like an overstocked tank, kind of. But yeah, kind of disappointed about that. Like, I don't really know what other fish to add because it's already kind of overstocked, but I feel like there should still be more life in the tank. Like, got a bunch of rainbow sharks and red-tailed sharks in here. This rainbow shark over here, like, this is my biggest rainbow shark. She was also like my best looking one, but she's always getting her fins all fucked up and then getting battle scars because she picks fights with like literally everybody. Like, she'll even fight with my big red-tailed shark, who's the boss of the tank, and then she ends up getting her ass whooped. So she doesn't look as good as she used to. Like, usually when they know their place and they just stop trying to get into fights, they'll look better. But lately they've wanted like a big power struggle. Like, they'll fight amongst each other, especially. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, over here there's like none of these rainbow sharks have claimed territory on this side of the tank. They're all just huddled up over here claiming territories on this side of the tank. So they're like very close to each other when they have all this room over here. Like, that's why I try to build all these caves over here, so they'll like claim a spot, but they just don't do it. It's like, I don't get it. Like, these sharks are like stupid. Geophagus, if he comes into the light, you'll see his colors pop, but like, it's probably one of my best looking fish in the tank. Probably one of the more dominant fish in the tank too. Like, I've seen, like, I don't think he's on the top level yet because he still gets his ass whooped by the sharks sometimes. Sometimes he'll like quickly chase the sharks out of his cave. But if he goes into one of the sharks spots, like, if he goes into a spot that was claimed by the sharks will like go like ballistic and like beat the living crap out of him if he goes into the wrong spot. But other than that, he claims his spot. He digs up like the crap out of these caves over here. Like, he dug up a spot over here. He's mainly the reason why all the other rock formations would collapse. Like, his little partner over here doesn't look as nice, but like, I've noticed him like digging all over the place. The two geos, like, they fight constantly, so they're on like opposite sides of the tank. The Bela sharks are pretty big now. I don't think that's my biggest one, like, but both of my two big ones, they both look almost identical to each other. but they're like 8.5 inches now. The small one over here is like 7 inches, maybe 6.5. My big red tail shark is like going strong at almost 8 years old. Only survivor from 2012. All the other fish in here, like, I got them in like 2014, 2015, 2016. But everything else I got in the early days, like, they're all gone. Like, I've had my big red tail since like the 40-gallon days, like when I had this little 40-gallon tank. And like those, and then I had the 125-gallon 5-footer. Now I have this tank, and I just want to make this tank like look the way the old 125 used to, because it was very vibrant and green. I just don't know what happened, because I do my water changes pretty regularly. Maybe I just need more greenery. Maybe also it's the video quality, who knows? Because I've had like 5 different phones in the last several years. Big gold spot pleco is still hiding in his log. Like, I wish he would come out more, but ever since the scat died, he hasn't been coming out because he has nobody to chase around the tank anymore. He doesn't care about chasing the other fish around. He just had it out for the scat, so he just relaxes inside his cave now. Like, the only time he would come out is to go after the scats. But yeah, kind of want to add more to this, but I don't know, like, I don't see any spots where I can add more. Like, I would definitely want to add more height. Like, I have this manzanita driftwood, like, spidering out from the back. Like, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Like, I'm probably going to turn this little spot into a big-ass jungle. Like, I'm just going to put tons and tons of plants on the gravel over here. Put some, like, tall ones around. I know I'm going to put a plant there, a plant there, a plant there. Like, giant-ass jungle over here, too. Like, that's an empty corner, pretty much. These are live plants that have just been floating around forever. Probably want to get a gold gourami to go with my blue one, but they'll probably fight constantly. These 2 sharks are like ready to go at it, and they're like covered in scars. Oh yeah, there they go. Like, if they would just claim it, if that one would claim a territory over there, if that one would claim a territory over there, they wouldn't be fighting all the time. But no, they just want to all huddle up to this half of the tank, which I think is stupid. Like, they don't have any logic at all. Rose lines, yeah, I've kind of gotten over these guys in the past year or two, especially since my big 6-incher died. Like, these guys just look bland. Like, they don't stick out. They don't stand out to me anymore. I still have them just to have them. But that's basically it. Like, this all looks like just one big formation, especially since I like try to make it blend and like link up with each other. Yeah, that's what the tank looks like now. Commentary videos are not my thing, but that's all for this update. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next year.